Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon to all judges and panelists that I respect wholeheartedly. My name is Nur Erika Christina binti Hafiz from Kategori code AEA 7006. George R. Martin, an American novelist, once said, "A reader lives 1,000 lives before he dies. The man who never reads lives only one." What he said was exactly true. Through books, especially when it comes to biography, we read and learn from someone's life encounter, even though we had never experienced it. It's like we live their lives. These type of books are able to open a new point of view about our way of living and help our mind to grow. Today, I want to review a book called The Great Personalities of the World, written by Madan Sood. This book covers a wide range of great personalities, from historical figures to modern-day icons, including famous world leaders, artists, scientists, and more. Let's explore and see what we can learn from the journey of success. When we talk about the great personalities of the world, who is the first person that popped up in your mind? For me, it should be Bill Gates. As the founder of Microsoft, he is considered as one of the great personalities in this modern world. Bill Gates and Paul Allen, a close friend of his, started Microsoft from scratch by developing and releasing basic interpreters for the Altair. In 1981, Microsoft took its first step in diversifying beyond the programming market by releasing MS-DOS. The MS-DOS is the operating system for the original IBM personal computer. Microsoft went on to convince other PC manufacturers to license MS-DOS, which made it the de facto software standard for PCs. The acceptance of MS-DOS as the software standard for the PCs led to Microsoft's increasingly important role in the industry. According to this book, one of the routine tasks of Gates at the Microsoft is to hold meetings with his teams working on various projects. This shows how leadership and teamwork built Microsoft as it is today. We can also see that Bill Gates is a risk taker when he decided to take a new route for Microsoft by releasing MS-DOS, resulting Microsoft's role increases significantly in the programming field. It teaches us that to make a change in our life, we must acknowledge the risk and overcome the challenges to succeed. There is no shortcut for success. One thing in common that I notice about these personalities are their persistence. They are persistent in everything they did. Let's take Pierre and Marie Curie as an example, the greatest scientist couple. They were the one who discovered radium and was awarded Nobel Prize in Physics in 1903. Radium is the most powerful radioactive element. The story of the discovery is a bare minimum of fact. Ordinary person can never realize how hard was the fight before victory was achieved. Sheer overwork caused Madame Marie Curie's health to fail. She was often forced to leave the laboratory where she conducted all the experiments and researches to take a much needed rest. Her husband even begged her to give up on the experiments and research, but she resolutely refused. Their determination was enormous. Pierre Curie was badly burnt while conducting radium experiments in England, that he could not hold his knife and fork at dinner. But he did not give up on the research. This kind of resistance can only exist when you have a strong determination and interest on what you are doing. After Pierre's death, Mary carried all her husband's work by herself. In 1911, she was awarded Nobel Prize in Chemistry. Madame Marie Curie lived to see the completion of the great work that she had started with her husband. Her radium researches, along with her husband, had benefited many people, especially in the medical field. Until today, we are still using radium as the treatment for certain cancer, particularly bone metastasis from prostate cancer, which help many cancer survivors out there, thanks to their determination on conducting multiple experiments and researches non-stop. These stories that I have read from this book contains really useful lessons that I can apply in my own life. As a student, I constantly have the feeling of giving up and wonder if I can overcome the difficulties that I may face. These stories teaches me that it is okay to hop on challenges and never doubting myself, because we will never know what kind of obstacles that we may face. From those obstacles, we will slowly learn how to overcome and rise up after tripping on it. This book also teaches us that persistence will lead us to a spectacular result after all the hardships and struggles that we have faced. From this book, I can summarize that to become a successful person, you must have iPhone. iPhone stands for interest, persistence, honor, honest, never-ending effort, and enthusiasm. I hope you find this book interesting after hearing those two stories. There are still a lot to discover, but I guess I will stop here. Thank you.